Have you ever heard the term time bomb used to describe something inside the human body? In the medical world, there is a condition that often shows no symptoms but can be fatal, especially for our loved ones. It's called an aneurysm. Why does this condition often target the elderly? How do we handle it if a diagnosis is made? And most importantly, how can we prevent it through diet and lifestyle? Meet Mr. Lucas. He's 65 years old. He's active, loves gardening, and is still strong enough to carry his grandkids. But one day, during a routine checkup, Mr. Lucas got a real shock. The doctor told him there was a bulge in his blood vessel. An aneurysm. Mr. Lucas was confused. But doctor, I don't feel any pain. How can I suddenly have something so scary? Well, healthy friends, Mr. Lucas's story is very common among our parents. An aneurysm is often called a silent killer or a dormant time bomb. Today, we're going to have a heart-to-heart about what an aneurysm actually is, how to tame it, and the secrets to keeping our blood vessels as elastic as brand new rubber. Imagine you have a garden hose in your backyard that's been used for decades. Because it's been exposed to the sun and rain constantly, parts of the hose start to thin out. When you turn the water on full blast, that thin part is going to bulge out like a balloon, right? Now, let's get a little bit medical so we really understand. Our arteries aren't just one layer. They have three walls that keep the blood flow stable: the tunica intima, media, and adventitia. As we age, the middle layer, the media, often loses vital proteins called collagen and elastin. Think of it like a tire that's been in the heat too long. It's just not elastic anymore. Add high blood pressure to the mix, and that forceful blood flow constantly hits the weakened arterial wall. The result? That bulge we call an aneurysm. There are two types doctors watch out for most in the elderly. 1. Abdominal aortic aneurysm. This is in the stomach area. The aorta is the biggest vessel in the body. If there's a bulge here, a doctor can often feel a pulsing sensation, like a second heartbeat, near the belly button. 2. Cerebral aneurysm. This one is in the brain. They're usually small, like a berry, but if they leak, the effect on the nerves can be fatal. That's an aneurysm. A blood vessel that should be strong, but because of age or blood pressure, becomes thin and protrudes. Why seniors? Because our hoses have been in use for a long time, so it's natural for elasticity to decrease. The problem is if the balloon bursts. But don't worry, having an aneurysm isn't a death sentence. Many people live perfectly normal lives even with this condition. Imagine you're pumping a bike tire. If the tire already has a bulge, every time you pump, the bulge gets tighter. Blood pressure medication works like letting a little air out of the pump so the bulge doesn't pop. Remember, an aneurysm isn't a contagious disease. It's a mileage condition. The longer our bodies have worked, the more we need to maintain the pipes inside. If your father, mother, or you yourself are diagnosed, the first step is breathe. Don't panic. Here is how we befriend the condition. 1. Don't race with high blood pressure. Pressure is the main enemy. If it's high, the pressure on that balloon increases. Taking your meds is a must, not an option. 2. The proactive checkup. Doctors usually say, let's monitor it. This means an ultrasound or CT scan every 6 months to make sure the bulge isn't growing. 3. Take it easy. Heavy gardening or straining too hard in the bathroom? Better cut back. Sudden movements and high internal pressure can stress the balloon. 4. Medical procedures. Technology is amazing now. There are two main ways to fix it. First, endovascular aneurysm repair. This is very cool. Without a major open surgery, doctors insert a tiny tube, catheter, through the groin and place a stent graft, a support pipe, to protect the weak wall. Second, clipping, for the brain. Doctors place a tiny metal clip at the base of the bulge so blood can no longer enter it. For those of us who want to be careful, or for seniors who want to stay healthy, the key is engine maintenance. How do we do it? 1. Stop being a smoke chimney. Let's be honest, smoking is devastating for blood vessels. The chemicals in cigarettes act like sandpaper, damaging the vessel walls. So, let's try to quit, step by step. 2. Light exercise. You don't need to run a marathon. A 20-minute morning walk to catch some sunlight is more than enough to keep blood flowing and vessels flexible. 3. Manage stress. Getting angry or overly anxious makes your blood pressure spike. Listen to music, meditate, or play with the grandkids to keep your heart happy. Food is fuel. If the fuel is good, the engine lasts longer. Here is your grocery list for blood vessel protection. First, the purple and red berries. Strawberries or blueberries are rich in antioxidants. Think of them as the cleaning crew for rust in your vessels. Second, healthy fatty fish. Salmon or mackerel, which is very affordable. The omega-3 acts like a lubricant for our arteries. Third, less salt, more bananas. Salt makes the body hold water, raising pressure. Bananas, they have potassium, which helps flush out that excess salt. Fourth, green leafy veggies. Spinach or broccoli are true superfoods for arterial elasticity. Reaching your golden years doesn't mean you have to live in fear of illness. By understanding our bodies, watching what we put on our plates, and staying active, we can keep that time bomb quiet, or even prevent it from appearing in the first place. So, yes, aneurysm sounds scary. But with the right lifestyle, regular checkups, and a happy heart, we can enjoy our old age in peace. Love your blood vessels now, before they give you a signal you don't want. If Mr. Lucas can stay positive and healthy, so can you. Don't forget to share this video with your family groups. Who knows? This simple information might help someone out there. We're Prime Time Flourish. See you in the next health video. Stay healthy.